Hey, hello, welcome back to the run across Europe. Very busy, very wet. Kempten. I was meant to take that road there to the right that was blocked off at the start of the video, so I'm just trying to figure it out now. I think I'll take a right. Yeah, pretty busy around here, as you can see, and it has been miserable. It's the first time it stopped raining all day. We've done 32 kilometers and I have about 8 left to a 40k day. It was going to be a 50k, but the rain slowed me down, so I changed campsites. Jeez, there's a lot of people out considering it's raining. Yeah, so I left just going into the town of Memmingen, and I got there and I got some new runners. They had the ones I was looking for, the Hokas, but not my size. So I got some Asics. I'm wearing them for the first time now and they feel great. Loads of cushion. Different to the other ones I got. But I'll fill these in a bit. It's too busy around here. Let's stay there. Should be going. Some bobbing and weaving. Where are we going? White green light up there. I have to go cross over to the right. Missed it. I could have made it. There's no orange lights here. So yeah, I was in that town in Memmingen. They got me runners, and then I had another 10k to go to the campsite. And yeah, it's piss rain for the 10k. Loads of near accidents here since I stopped. I don't think you've seen them all. I think they're all staring at me, not being narcissistic, but they're all looking at the buggy, not looking at their turn. Straight for a bit. Okay. Straight for a good bit. Yeah, so it's pissing rain going up to that campsite, and I was drenched when I got there. And so I was already like, oh, gonna have to put up my tent in the rain. I don't know if I'll even be able to cook because it's slashing. It's meant for the rest of the night, you know. So I go to reception and I ask for a night, and the woman spoke a little English, but she got out a translator for it, and on her phone she says something in German and then gives it to me. And she's like, would you like to sleep in the storage room? And I was like, what are you talking about? And then she's like, I'll show you. And she brings me up and they have a dorm room up there with like 5 beds, nothing fancy. And she's like, you can stay there for €21 or just a little over, compared to $17.50 for a campsite. So basically like €4 extra. And she's like, there'll be no one else in here. So even though there was 5 beds, I had it all to myself. And it was upstairs above the reception, and it had a little balcony on it with a bench you could sit on. And even then down at the reception they had big benches where you could cook and stuff. So it was just perfect. But you had a bed, dirt cheap, had me dinner. It's class. Hello. It's funny, I think on the last episode I was like, no more hotels for a while, and then I stayed in what was basically a hotel for me anyway. It was perfect, so good. So I just sat there having a beer, you know, under the roof, just watching it lash rain. Yeah, couldn't have been better. Then it started raining again the next morning, so I was just lashing for the day. So I only took the day off before, so I ended up taking 2 days off and 3, but it was worth it, and I think it was the right thing to do, because yeah, it's just like it's raining today, but yeah, I was able to hang up my clothes as well, because I had like wet clothes and stuff, so I had the room all to myself, and I had a lot of hangers on it. And then yeah, so I took the day off, and I was happy I did, because having that space, my own room basically, I just realised I really needed it just after weeks. So like, I know I stayed in a hotel and I went to the doctor and stuff, but you know, that was a couple of weeks ago now, and I don't know, it wasn't the same. Just having 2 nights there, space to spread out, you know, under a roof, you know, it was great. I'm really what I needed. Like, same guy twice, coming around the bend there, letting me go. But then today it was meant to rain again, but I wasn't taking another day off. No way, Jose. So crap. Just looking at the maps again. I might have been, no, I'm good, I was just wondering if I had to take that right back there. Okay. Yeah, I just kind of realised that I'm pretty burnt out socially. Just in the constant being in a campsite, you know. Just every time you go to the bathroom, it's eye contact, it's saying hello, you know what I mean? Just little micro things, just as an autistic person, just burn you out, you know. Yeah, today we were meant to get right beside Austria, but we're going to be a little further away. So there might be another episode in Germany, but I think this will be the last one. Didn't see too much spectacular today. I know this isn't the nicest part, but it's at least rainy. So, because I set off this morning. I got up and I got up early, like 6:30, ready to go by 7:30. But it was still raining, so I was like, I'll just have a coffee and wait for a break, you know. Try get like the first few kilometers in without getting soaked. So I got about 13 in. I got a break in it, but it only lasted 20 minutes, and then I was running in the rain. Done about 13, and then stopped at a bus stop. Like a nice quiet one for lunch. Well, breakfast actually. I hadn't had breakfast. Just had a coffee and a banana. Yeah, it's really cold today. It's like 13 degrees, which is just nuts for the end of July. So every time I've stopped, I've tried not to stop since I started, because I just cool down too much and I need to change my t-shirt then. So I'm on my third t-shirt today, like, and I'm not going to be able to wash them later, so I'm just whacking through the clothes. I'm not going to be able to wash them properly, you know. It's meant to rain like this for next week at least. Quite ridiculous. Even the owner of the campsite there was just like, yeah, this isn't normal. He's like, normally you get a day or two, or it'll rain for an hour or two a day, and then you get some sun, but it's just been constant grey and rain. I think Germany is too easy. It's just too easy to navigate. Psychopaths everywhere. Nicest country I've been to, probably scenery wise so far. So the rain is the challenge. But yeah, when I stopped today for lunch, like, I was about to get the gloves out and everything, my hands were freezing, my feet are freezing, so they're soaked. You know, I had the waterproof trousers on and the rain jacket, but shoes still get wet, and you sweat under the t-shirt then, and then that doesn't, you know, without the sun to warm you up, it's just all compound effect. But that's part of the reason I noticed I was burnt out as well, though. I just feel very negative kind of thoughts, negative on the videos, you know. But it was, I don't know, it was the same with that campsite. I didn't really want to talk to anyone, you know. There wasn't that many people to talk to, but I just kept to myself, like, had a few beers in the balcony and just looked at the view. There was one woman there that got chatting to. She was also staying in the lofts, but in a different room. I think it was just me and her. And it seemed like they had like 5 rooms with 5 beds. So I was just lucky there was not many people around. How are we doing by time? 21. Right or left, right or left, right or left. This is right. Okay. Yes, so there was a woman there, and I was making me dinner and she was making me dinner at the other end of the table, but it was kind of far away, so I didn't bother saying hi or anything. And then I'm sitting up on that balcony having me cans, but it's like the I just a few bottles of beer, but she that was the entrance to it, you know. So she's walking past and then I said hi and said, oh no, that's what it was. She goes, she walks up and say hi. And then she goes, you're from Dublin. And I was like, you know, you don't know if it's a question or what. She goes, you are from Dublin. And I was like, yeah, how did you know that? Oh, the woman at reception told me or something, you know. I was like, oh, okay. Just told her what I was doing. And yeah, I was chatting to her for a minute, but like, how can I say this? She was just a bit odd, you know. To be honest, I think she might have been autistic. She's not very good social skills and stuff. But yeah, even then the way she talked, like, you know, I didn't know if it was a question or a statement, little things like that. But she was just no crack, more than anything. And I was just like, I don't know, she just wouldn't leave. Then she kept chatting, which is fine, you know, I don't mind. Like, but hang on, I'll get back to this in a sec. Look like a weirdo. Whoa. Yes, just chatting to her, telling her what I'm doing. She's like, oh cool, you know. That's what she was doing. She was just like, just there for the weekend or something. She has a bike with her, but then going to get the train back. There's just a couple of things with her, like, so it's just, first of all, like I said, just knew she was no crack. She was like that guy I seen the other day in the campsite. I don't mind small talk, but yeah, I don't know, it's basically, I wasn't up for it. And then we're chatting and she's like, I was like, oh, Germany's very beautiful. Might be the nicest country I've seen, you know. She's like, oh, why is that? Yeah. And I was like, it's just really nice fields everywhere. There's no fences, you know. Like, just rolling fields into the hills. Very nice. It's like, oh, she kind of talked like a child. Like, I'm not saying that to be mean, I'm just trying to like paint a picture. She's like, oh, really? Oh, hello, you know. Her English wasn't bad. But then she goes, oh, there's a fence right there. And it was like a tiny fence in the view that I hadn't even seen, you know. And I was just like, okay. You know, I just laughed and I was like, well, I barely even seen it. And then I go, oh, how about this rain? You know, the weather's shite. Like, again, just making small talk. And then she's like, oh, well, the rain is very good for the trees and the plants. All this, you know. I was meant to turn back here. Thankfully I noticed. Yeah. And I was like, come on, like, I know you need rain for the plants and the trees and all, you know what I mean? Is this the right way? Nah, fucking left. Ugh, it's talking shite. It's huge. Not focused at all. It's left down that way. Across the bridge. Bob's your uncle. I hope there's no rain on that lens. Looks okay. Alright. Yeah, so and then she says about the rain. And then she's like, oh, how do you have money for your trip? And I was like, you know, I saved up, like I quit the job, so but I have money saved, you know. And then I was like, and I'm doing it very cheap, you know, I'm just going to campsites every night, like not going crazy. So, you know, you can do the whole thing for like 40-50 euro a night. So, you know, I was like, I'll only be about like 6 between 6 and 8 grand. She's like, oh, for me that's a lot of money. And I was like, I never said it wasn't a lot of money, I just said I had it. You know what I mean? Because she was like, how do you have the money for this? I don't know, she was just odd. And it was, you know, when she said that was like the third thing. I was just like, oh my god, leave me alone. I want to have a beer, look at the view, listen to the rain. You know, I offered to her, yeah, do you want to sit down, have a chat? Like, I don't know, she didn't want it. And I was glad she didn't, because she was negative crack. Yeah, I am very aware that I'm in a funk social wise. I knew it would come eventually. So yeah, I don't know, I do feel recharged after those couple of days. So I'll try to get into a new wave. Because yeah, it always seems to happen to me when I go traveling. It's about this time, about 2-3 months in. Yeah, it just kind of is what it is. Like, okay, left in 90 meters. Yeah, I think it also then it ties into like just being not post on Instagram or anything. I'm kind of doing it once a week now, and like I'm just kind of waiting to get out of Germany to do it. But it's all part of it, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm happy to lean on these YouTube videos. So I'll remind you again, if you'd like to donate to Autism Assistance Dogs Ireland, that'd be great. It's part of the reason I'm running. You'll find the link in the bio. Thank you very much. These new runners are great. Gel Nimbus or something they're called, they're Asics again. The C's around the cushion. So it's good to have. It's meant to be a restaurant at this campsite, so even if it rains I should be able to get some food. It did take some time because I had the day off and I was just watching back some old episodes of this and just I don't know, listening to myself tell some stories and just realising how all over the place some of them are and how I don't finish them and go off on tangents and I'll come back sometimes, especially when I was talking about like autism and alexithymia. Like there's one episode in particular where I was telling personal stories and stuff. Yeah, I think they weren't too bad, but I just jumping around for a couple of stories and didn't explain really how they were tied to the loosely, I think, explained how they were tied to aphantasia or alexithymia, but yeah, it just kind of is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm running a marathon. I'm trying to talk, and then these thoughts that I've had have swirled around in the head for a long time. So yeah, I did say a long time ago, like, I didn't want it to turn into a therapy session. But sometimes it might seem like that. I don't know. Just trying to go from the head, say what comes to mind. We're meant to be in view of the Alps, I think, except it's so misty. Can't see them. Time 33. Oh, you gotta end this now. We're gonna go over the bridge now in a minute. Try to get that. Come on, drive. Got about 3 kilometers left to the end point, so I'm feeling good. Like, I would like to go on the extra 10 or 12 kilometers, whatever, but it's nearly 5:30 already, so, and just take advantage of this bit of break in the weather, if you can even call it that. It's still raining a little. Yeah, 13 degrees and rainy. I did not expect this type of weather at the end of July. I thought when I got to the Balkans up in the mountains, you know, it might be late September, we might get it, but this is nuts. Looks a bit swollen. Can you see that? Not really, with the gate in the way. What time is it? Alright, really gotta end it. Do it over here. Okay, we've got a cycle path, so hopefully this is me for the last few kilometers. As always, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you tomorrow. Auf Wiedersehen.